Hey guys, I am so sorry that I'm not going to be with you again today. I am missing you this week, especially for our last week of class. Maybe you're not missing me. Maybe you're enjoying some self-paced time. But I just wanted to go over a few things about sort of your last two assignments. Okay, so both of these assignments are due this weekend. So they need to be finished by the end of the weekend. I cannot, because I'm going to have to spend the day, Monday and Tuesday grading, I cannot accept any late assignments. So make sure that they are done by the end of the weekend. The first is your final Faithfolio project, which you should be spending the day today working on in class. This assignment is not very complicated. In general, what you are doing is you are creating a timeline of your learning and faith experience this semester in theology class. You are including 5 stopping points, and each stopping point needs to have 2 sentences and 1 picture. Okay, 2 sentences and 1 picture. It could be a picture of like the actual thing, like maybe a picture from the retreat, or it could be some sort of like graphic or drawing or clip art that like helps to capture what that event or like learning thing that you're talking about is. Your 2 sentences should follow this sentence structure right here. Okay, so the first sentence should answer the question, what specifically have you experienced or learned in theology class or retreats, service, life that helped you grow in your emerging wisdom of God? So emerging wisdom is all about how our understanding of things change over time. And then your second question asks, how have these experiences or this knowledge shaped your perception of who God is and who you are? Okay, and I included some examples. So here's some help, some things that might help you to write that first sentence. Okay, and things that might help you write that second sentence. So if you're struggling with either of those, kind of go through these questions and see if there are any that you can answer specifically. I included a note here about being specific when you're writing. So I often take off points for this. And just to give you an example, there's a big difference between saying, I met a great group of friends, okay? Or saying, I met Sally, Jane, and Louise, who comforted me when my boyfriend broke up with me, make me laugh every day at lunch, and convinced me to go to homecoming, even though I didn't want to. Homecoming didn't happen this year. But you see the point. So more specifics, people, place, things really help to illuminate your writing. And I included some examples. Okay, so here is the first example, picture, 2 sentences. First sentence explains what it is that we did. Second sentence explains like what I learned about God from it. So again, another example, first sentence explains in pretty good detail what happened, what I'm talking about. And second sentence is more of a reflection on what happened, reflecting on what I learned about God and myself from that event. And then I included some possible events or things that you might use that we did do this year. Because I know for me, I often compare our class to like classes in the past. And there's so many things that we didn't get to this year because of the pandemic and online learning. But here are some things that you might want to include in your timeline. And one of your stopping points has to be a future event. Okay, so something that you will accomplish when you are older here at SJA. So maybe it's that you want to go on a Kairos. Maybe you want to lead the freshman retreat. Maybe you want to go on a service trip. Maybe you want to get really involved in a certain service organization, something like that. This is the rubric of how you will be assessed. And remember, this all goes on your Faithfolio site, which you can find, again, just by using these little dots and clicking on sites, and your Faithfolio site should show up right here. You don't need to save your Faithfolio site. It saves automatically, and you don't need to share it with me because it's already shared with me, okay? So that's that assignment. And then the last assignment is an assignment that is titled on Google Classroom, the Shack Reflection Questions. And these are questions that you need to answer after you finish watching The Shack. So if you are an in-person learner, you are going to finish watching The Shack in person on Friday. Okay, I encourage you to come. I had like popcorn and lollipops and stuff for you that I forgot to tell the sub to give to you yesterday. So there will be treats when you're watching the movie tomorrow. So I encourage you to come to school to finish the movie. Once the movie's over in class, you will have some in-class time to work on this in school tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can reach me via email today. And again, if you are in person tomorrow, I will be right next door. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to help. I wish that I could be with you. I had a really good semester with you guys, despite all of the challenges. I feel like it took us a little bit longer to get to know each other, but I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And I feel like I've really learned about who you are. And it's been so fun to try to encounter and understand God alongside of you. So I am blessed to have you in the classroom and to know you. And I look forward to seeing how we will continue to get to know each other and journey together in your next 4 years. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.